everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Bengals going up against the Chiefs.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. Yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Looking to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Now I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So not exactly jubilation over on that visiting sideline, but at least a high 5 or 2 for their kicker as he gets them the first points of the night here on the opening drive.
And 3 points are not be underestimated. You're on the road, under the lights, national TV audience. You want to come out and look good, and that's a good start right there.
They run the counter now on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
To throw on second down, Blevins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dante Fowler leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Play clock winding down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jordan Willis in there to drop him. And back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Ross on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he's got room. And he is knocked down from the side at the 38-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And this is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They come up in an offset eye. 2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So that scores now in their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
As they run the counter play. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Blevins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They give him a gain of 37.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to him right away because they have the matchup advantage.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot.
On first down, Blevins. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Here we go. Green, 39. Leopard. Detroit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they held them out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. On 3rd down, it's Harper, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there, taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. And his kick is right through. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. On the toss, Mixon. And some space here. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
To Mixon on the check down. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are in for 6.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Throwing on first down. Blevins, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go. Green.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it'll bring up third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Back to throw here. Now he'll escape to his left. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard near the 25. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Blevins eluding the pressure right. He finds an opening past the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, Blevins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Blevins. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jordan Willis in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off the play fake. Blevins. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Blevins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go. Watch it now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. And he's got it up and through. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Now let's go.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Connor. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Fresh set of downs here.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. All right, now, look at 56.
They'll run here with Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
No, check. Over. Here we go. Back it up.
They'll look to throw here. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing to start the drive. Blevins. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now let's go.
They run the counter now on first down. There he goes inside the 30. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36. Yards. And now a first down following that long gain. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. To throw on second down. Blevins forced out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there for the Bengals. 64 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We're back now in KC. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And now here comes Kansas City. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him.
And it's a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Let's go.
On first down, Blevins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here we go now.
Throwing on first down. Blevins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Blevins throwing left side. It's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Looking to throw. Blevins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
All right, here we go.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive. And normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Green, 39.
From the gun, Blevins flushed out right, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's 3rd and short.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Big play here. 3rd down and goal from the 2. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now they run with Mixon. And he's got some space here. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Detroit.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
All right, here we go. Boom, now, Barney.
They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now they try the right side here. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
All right, here we go. 3-19. Detroit.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Bengals, they start the season with a Saints. Meanwhile, for